You all spoke and we listened. Crowe and I are leveling the playing field in recruiting wars by using the same team, the same recruiting class, the same dynasty file. We are removing a lot of the RNG that resulted in me not having a very fair chance last time.
Oh, shut up.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the NitroDrive channel for another episode of Recruiting Wars, joined by PerramCrowe yet again. And as always, this is a collab, so be sure to check out Crowe's link. It's the top one in the description. Crowe, how you doing today, mate?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing swell. I'm looking forward to getting my revenge. I think the comments spoke, and they said that you won by a pretty considerable margin.
Because I did.
We're going to scroll for the conference. We're going to scroll for the team selection. We're going to generate the recruiting class. I'm going to send the dynasty file over to Crowe, and we'll do recruiting wars as normal. If you need an update on the rules, they will also be in the description down below. All right, so I'm going to scroll for the conference. Last time we had the SEC, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this story unfolds. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, Crowe.
What is it?
No school is over 3-star prestige. I am scrolling. 3, 2, 1, and...
Hold on. I think this has got to be either Boise, but more than likely it's got to be New Mexico.
We are using New Mexico.
I knew it, bro. As soon as I heard that, I was like, bro, it's got to be 1-star New Mexico Lobos. It has to be.
New Mexico is a 1-star, 72 overall school. Me and Crowe are competing on a completely even playing field, but a pretty low one if you do ask me. This is the last thing that we have to do only on my game. We're going to generate the recruits, and then we're sending this file over to Crowe so we can duke it out.
Why is the head coach called Crowe Sar?
Why not? This is one of the only things that's going to make us a little bit different here is that we have to decide where these points go. I'm going to do the same thing except for one locksmith. I'm doing one letter of intent. That really came in clutch last time. You never know what's going to happen. So the kicker here is that we are using Fang's recruiting generator, which will serve to buff some of the prospects and make things a little more interesting. Okay, so Crowe and I both just deafened, so you have to remember that we have these same exact recruits at the top. We can only recruit in weeks 1, 3, 7, 11, and 15. Of course, the preseason included. Wow, this is really not good straight off the bat. The 15th ranked tight end in the country is interested in us. I don't think he's going to be a gem, but is honestly worth throwing on at this point. Justin Russell, you never know. David Morris, you never know. Other than that, do I even want to throw any guys on the board at all? Just for this first week, we're going to throw some guys on the board, see if they land. One thing I screwed up last time is I did not go after JUCOs early enough, and that made the difference in Crowe's class for sure. So I'm just going to go through and see if there's anybody out there that is a JUCO. All right, a 78 JUCO junior. That'll work fine. Here's a JUCO sophomore 4-star in Graham rushing. The interested guys, not super worried about for now. I'm more concerned about like where the JUCOs line up. For example, definitely don't want Trent Tyree. We can scout about 20 guys. Okay, Graham rushing's an 87. If I can land this guy, 89 speed as a tight end, we have a clear advantage. He's a JUCO sophomore, number 14 in the class. If not, we have the 77. So far, so good. This is obviously going to change considerably over the course of the year. And by that, I mean the next week when we have to clean up our entire board. But this is a great start overall. Let's see if Crowe's ready to go.
All right, so it is week 1.
Yo.
Here he is. Jeez, mate. What's going on?
Hey, man, the stakes are high. You got to take a little bit more time. It's like cooking a good meal. You don't want the person that's going to plop it in the microwave and call it good. You want the fine-tuned 4-course meal.
Available at HelloFresh.
This is really the point where we just offer a couple scholarships, prioritize our prospects, whatnot, and make sure we turn off visit assistance. That would be really bad. I think it's time to scout the guys that we haven't. Joey Good's a gem, and he's interested in us. I think we're just going to throw a couple of oddballs on here. Look for guys that might fall under the radar. I need Graham rushing. I need all of my points into him, all 700. Here's a JUCO. Give me all the 80 overalls. And this punter. Why not? I think that's a team need, so that would be a plus for us. All right, week 3. It's time for low lock cheese. Let's get into it. Chris Hearn not looking super good. We're not going to get him. Let's remove him from the board now. Cut our losses. Campbell's possible. I'm just not super interested. I don't really see why we should battle. Now, Mike Brown, we are in contention for. We have not scouted him, and he goes up to an 85. We do have a potential low lock candidate in Aaron White. We've had him on the board for a week, so we're looking like we're in good shape. So I'm going to give it another week on Graham rushing. We're gaining by 15. I'm not sure if North Texas has the capacity to put in as many points as we're putting in. Gaining on Adam McMahon, that's good to see. I could get Joey Good if I wanted to. It's just we're down a little bit. He's only a 73. There's John Benson at 79 overall. He goes up to an 81. John Benson, it looks like we're in position to get him. LSU not dumping a whole lot of points in. They have offered a scholarship, but we have a firm lead. Jonathan McDonald in the bag. Don't even need to worry about it. 350. Okay, so Daniel Hoffman, one of the guys that we grabbed last week from Idaho, he goes up to a 76. He has no scholarship offers. I think that that's a pretty sweet deal. Let's throw a scholarship on him along with some points. This is our board cleaned out. This is not common to see this many 80s. Let's go into Low Lock Cheese and see what's happening. Okay, so we have to find players that don't have a scholarship. We're only New Mexico, so we have no chance of out-muscling some of these bigger schools. Scott Williams, that's what I'm talking about. It's very important that they do not have a scholarship once again. John Wyatt, number 4, that's awesome. Craig Alexander, another defensive end. We're just gonna be defensive end U. Number 4 safety, another safety. Okay, so this Low Lock Cheese class looking pretty good so far. How's your board looking so far? Because I won't lie, man. Like, I got off to a really, really good start.
I got off to a really, really bad start, actually. I went with a different strategy today, which is kind of full send. So I'm either going to get destroyed pretty badly or I'm going to win pretty significantly.
I don't want to scare you or anything right now, but I have a lot of really, really high overall prospects.
Really?
I got 2 prospects that were high up on my board. Okay, so Crow is not doing well so far, or maybe he's trolling and he's doing amazing. I don't know what's going on. I do know is if I visit Matt Campbell this week, I think we have a very good chance of landing him, especially with 2 royal treatments. Aaron White, we have just enough to visit him as well. That is clutch. I think I'm going to remove some points from him as well. Mike Brown, also enough to visit. We'll reduce the points on him even more down to 300. He's in the bag at this point. We are gaining on South Florida, so I do think Graham Rushing, we have a good chance of landing. Call me crazy, but I think we take this one to the off season. I think we got McMahon in the bag this week. Rich Walski, I think he's a lock, regardless of what we do. McDonald, same sort of deal. Here's another freshman tight end we can grab. Scott Williams looking pretty good so far. I think we can throw 300 onto him. Eric Hommler up to a 75 freshman. I think that's very manageable for us. We absolutely want Kevin Royal. I am so happy with my class so far. John Benson commits. There's 2 guys named John Benson. They're back to back. That's kind of weird. We're looking good, and I think we're going to get every single one of these 80 overalls. I have no complaints right now about this. All right, let's go. There's 4 more in the bag. Everything that we do from this point forward absolutely matters more than anything. So we just got to strap in and get ready for the rest of the ride.
That's what she said.
John Benson looking good. We'll visit him this week. We will almost certainly get him. We have a lead on Chad Barnes. He doesn't want to commit just yet. It looks like we'll get him literally this week. Here's an athlete in Derek Strickland. Looking good on him. We've got some competition for Scott Williams from Alabama. We're gaining slowly but surely on John Wyatt. I'm not sure that's in the bag, but honestly, we might try it at this point. I'm throwing my points at Isaiah McDaniel. We found a gem in James Welch. I think I'm just going to throw points on him right now. This is terrible news. We got absolutely pumped on the week of our visit, and I don't think we would have had him commit anyways if we did it in week 9, but we got locked out of Graham Rushing. That is a-okay though. Just kind of sucks when a prospect that you put all those points into doesn't want to come to your school. Oh man, okay, so John Wyatt, no scholarship from LSU. This is our game in the bag. Looks like we're gonna get Kevin Royal as well. Isaiah McDaniel as well. So we replaced the 87 with a bunch of really solid freshmen. James Welsh, also it looks like he's in the bag. Let's go to the off season, see what's happening. I also had a very good end of the season myself with 3 of my freshmen committing. Very happy to see that.
Nice. How much did you pay him?
Oh, I paid him everything. You got to give him a lot of money if you're going to convince him to come to New Mexico. Man, we're doing really good. We have coming into recruiting. We have, is that 16 dudes? This means everything. We have to make this happen. I'm putting 500 into Ryan Jacobs, at least to start out. John Wyatt is the main guy that I want though. He's a 79 overall. LSU finally decided to man up and offer him a scholarship. I think that should be okay. I'm going to start out by putting about 1,000 into James Welsh. I'm going a little aggressive on John Wyatt, anticipating that LSU will want him. That's probably not going to be the case, but you're better safe than sorry. I think this will very much be the icing on the cake for this class. We are sitting at number 15 in the country right now. Let's just go and see what happens. Okay, not bad. I'll take it.
What was it?
Top 25.
Oh, I got a top 5.
You got a top 5? Damn. So going into top classes, well, I went down to 18. How is that possible? I literally got like a 4-star. That's so weird. How many 1 or 2 stars did you have?
I signed 1 2-star.
I also signed 1 2-star, but nobody cares about that. Let's move on. 3 stars.
I signed 8 3-stars.
I signed 15 3-stars.
Ooh, shit. Okay. Big baller. All right. How many 4-stars did you sign?
I signed 5 4-stars.
I signed 8 4-stars.
Okay. And how many 5-stars did you sign, Mr. Crow?
2.
2. I signed 0. How many total recruits did you have?
19.
I had 21.
21.
It's going to make all the difference what the overalls of the players were.
I guess because you have more players. You have 2 more players than me. You have
Right.
way more 3-stars. You only have 3 less 4-stars. So you have 5 4-stars still, which is a lot.
But class rank also does not take gems into account. We had a lot of gems in this class, so I'm very curious to see what you got going on. Do you mind sharing your screen? Hey, we both signed Mike Brown.
Did we both get Mike Brown? Dude, he's a goon. Matt Campbell, yeah. He was a pain in the butt though, bro. He would not commit for the longest freaking time. But, I did get some 50s in there as well, trying to make it somewhat realistic.
All right, you taking a look at mine?
I am looking at yours. Oh my god, what the hell? You know what the most important thing is, though? We both have the 85 punter.
Right,
I think that is the
right.
redeeming factor here. We both have Mike freaking Brown. I would take your class, not gonna lie. I think you won. I'm gonna give this one to you personally. I'm admit defeat.
Even though Crow just basically gave me the win, comment down below who you thought had the better class in this video today. Remember that a simple click of the like button goes a long way to helping out the channel and allows me to produce more high quality content. If you're new, remember to subscribe and leave your feedback for any potential Nitro Crow videos you may have in the comments section below. My name is Jack. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you to Patreon supporters Christian Horn, Ibrahim Bashir, Jonathan Chadwick, and Dalton Jett.